In this video, I'm going to show you a property in Ogunquit, Maine that I think could outperform others in a similar price range. And it has nothing to do with square footage or being oceanfront. Hi, I'm Luke Knowles. I'm a short-term rental manager and Airbnb Superhost here in the Southern Coast with over 3,000 guest stays hosted. And today I'd like to show you this property, 67 Cherry Lane in Ogunquit, that I personally think has fantastic potential to be a superb vacation rental in our market. So here we have 67 Cherry Lane in Ogunquit, Maine. And there are a lot of different aspects of this home that are going to be clearly appealing, but there's a couple in particular that I want to touch on that I think are not so obvious but are excellent components of a high-end vacation rental. So the first variable I want to touch on here is actually its bedroom count. This home has 4 bedrooms, and to me that's important for a couple reasons. The first is that whenever you're looking at the available homes that can be booked as vacation rentals, the most common and the highest number of available rentals on the market is 2-bedroom homes. Then it goes 1 bedrooms, then it goes studios, then it goes 3. But once we get to 4, we start getting into this level of what I would say is kind of exclusivity, in that there are only so many of those available. Every additional bedroom size you raise from there, you could say that even stronger, but 4 bedrooms seems to be kind of that breaking point where there are only so many of them on the market, and the amount that you earn doesn't continue to scale linearly with the bedrooms available. The second variable here is what I'm referring to as kind of the golden ratio. And what I mean by that is how many bathrooms we have in relation to the number of bedrooms. If we're going to build the perfect vacation rental in a lab, what that's going to look like is at least 1 bathroom per bedroom that's available. That way everyone who's coming to stay is going to have their own bathroom, and it just affords people privacy, and I think most people can kind of relate to and understand why that is. So very common, we'll see homes that have more bathrooms relative to their bedroom count do a little bit better. Our third variable here is one of the more obvious ones, which is a pool, but I think it's important to focus on anyway and kind of discuss why, because I think it's a indicator of maybe one of the more big picture components of how we view successful vacation rentals. So unsurprisingly, as a beach market in a cold environment, there are only so many homes that exist here that have in-ground pools. I went ahead on Airbnb and looked at how many south of Portland were there that were 4 bedrooms and up, and it was something like 27. And then looking at Ogunquit specifically, you'll see we've just got 7 homes in Ogunquit that are 4 bedrooms plus with an in-ground pool. So once again, what does that really mean? Why is that important? Well, beyond the obvious, which is people like to have a pool on vacation, I think what this speaks to more is our ultimate goal when we're advising our customers is to try and create exclusivity with a vacation rental. We want to eliminate the ability for someone to look at our home, look at a neighbor's home, say that, by all accounts, they're similar enough, and make a decision based on price from there. We want to be one of one. We want someone to be deciding how much is it worth it for me to spend to come and stay in this home. That's how we're going to maximize that income. The last variable that I want to touch on here is accessibility friendly. One of the most common questions that we'll get when someone's reaching out inquiring about a home is, are there any bedrooms and bathrooms on the first floor? In Maine, in specifically our market, the guest persona that we're targeting, the people who are coming to stay in our homes, are typically multi-generational families or just families. So if you're in a 4-bedroom home, what's a typical guest look like? Well, that would be grandma and grandpa coming with their kids and their grandkids to enjoy a week in Maine. Along with grandma and grandpa oftentimes comes maybe some mobility restrictions. So being able to accommodate that ends up being something that's really desirable and can help make you more appealing and more available to a larger part of the market. So one step further beyond that would be having what this home has, which is an elevator inside the home. Definitely an unusual characteristic, something we've seen a few times before, but by and large, most homes are going to be using stairs, and being able to accommodate that family so that everybody can come and enjoy their stay together can really be a major feather in the cap that allows everyone to spend their time together in the family room, but then retire to their own private space without the need to go up and down any stairs. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully that answers a few questions about what makes a good and desirable vacation rental. I think this home, 67 Cherry Lane, would be fantastic. If you'd like to learn more about the home or see it in person, please reach out to Gail Bergeron. She's the listing agent with Allen Realty for the home itself. If you would like to learn more about what a home like this might be able to generate in income, or what homes similar to it in the area, whether it's Ogunquit or the surrounding towns where we operate, you're welcome to visit us at southernmainehost.com. You can schedule a call with myself and we can break down revenue, income potential, occupancy, overall fit, and tailor it to your specific scenario and use cases.